to the big NBA news of the week. Kyrie Irving has rejoined the Brooklyn Nets. He's missed their last 7 games. He practiced yesterday. Coach Steve Nash said he expects Kyrie will play tonight against Cleveland. Here's more from Kyrie.
You know, I'm back. I'm happy to be back. And we got some great pieces, and we just move on. And I let my actions in my game speak for itself like I planned on doing. You know, just needed a pause. A lot of family and personal stuff going on, so just want to leave it at that.
All right, so that's what he said. Here is Jay Williams on loan to us for a few minutes from KJZ on ESPN Radio. So as you listened to him yesterday and we prepare for his return, Jay Will, what thoughts went through your mind?
As a teammate, if I were his teammate, I wouldn't care what Kyrie Irving said to the media. I wouldn't care how he said it, if he was leaning over or if he was hanging upside down. What mattered to me was that he communicated that and had conversations with his teammates, with his front office, with the guy that actually owns the Brooklyn Nets. That's way more important to me than anything else, that he's committed to what we want to achieve ultimately as a goal to win the world championship. And one of the things, Greeny, that I think we all need to start doing a little bit more, not excusing the type of behavior that we've seen from Kyrie, but the man also has, fulfilled and paid college tuition for 9 HBCU students. Right? He's donated $1.5 million to the WNBA for players that have opted out. He's paid for George Floyd's family's home. There's been a lot of things right now, considering everything that 2020 has brought our way, that he's done for his community. And that's not about the game of basketball, it's about the game of life. Once again, not excusing the behavior of the lack of communication he had and him disappearing for a while, but we all have addressed issues in 2020 with families, this pandemic, and people attacking the U.S. Capitol. It's been a heavy year. As long as we can recognize that for Kyrie Irving and his teammates, if they can understand that, then they move forward.
Yeah, like most things, it's complicated, and he is complicated. But
yes.
Let's go to the simplest part of this, and that is the basketball part of it. We've seen KD and Harden together for 2 games, and they've looked extremely good. How confident are you that Kyrie will slide in and they will just get better?
I feel like it should be easy. Whoever gets the rebound, you go. You push the ball down the court. Kevin Durant operates in such a small space, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. I still move Kyrie Irving off the ball because I think he's more effective in that capacity. And James Harden is averaging 10 assists in his first 2 games. He's been averaging 10 assists this whole season, even though we've been questioning his weight and other things. I let Kyrie attack. I play fast. The Brooklyn Nets also have this whole mantra where 7 seconds or less. They want to get a quick bucket. So if Kyrie gets a rebound, go. If James Harden gets a rebound, go. Same with KD. The question is, when it comes to the end of the game, I think everybody needs to be on the same page about Kevin Durant needs to get an end-of-game shot, or James Harden. That pecking order is something to pay attention to. How will it work? Will it go KD, James Harden, Kyrie? Will it go KD, Kyrie, James Harden? I think that's the thing to pay attention to in the game or in the shot clock scenarios.
So is that something that can change night to night, or is that something from your experience that has to be in stone? This team, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, or is that something that can change night to night?
I think when we get to playoffs, I think you'll see that a little bit more in concrete. But I think throughout the course of the regular season, you go to the hot hand. And I think that's the kind of unselfishness that you need with 3 superstars on the same team. If Kyrie's gone off for 40 and KD isn't feeling it, you give the ball to Kyrie. If James Harden is feeling it and he has a triple-double and the ball's in his hands and he's feeling the flow and the rhythm of the game, you go with the guy who's hot at that respective time. But that's a mentality that all 3 of these great superstars are going to need to buy into.
All right, I've been saying forever, I'm in the interesting business. There's nothing more interesting in the sport right now than how these 3 guys come together. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.